I couldn't believe it when I saw him land on the ground in a pool of blood. All kinds of things went through my mind. I said, did I do this? I can't believe I did this. And if I did it, I know it wasn't on purpose. And I sat there and I stood there and I stared and I looked at him. And that's a look that I'll never forget in my life. I still see that look. I still see his face in my dreams. I still see his face if I'm sitting up there watching television or if I'm looking out the window. I can see his face if I'm sitting on the bleachers watching a basketball game. I just can see it. It was just as hard as, it's just as hard as me now as it was hard on me back then when I looked down and saw him on that floor. And I know that it was me who done it. I ran out the bar. I walked back down 15th Street and saw two of my friends again.
Man, you shot Billy.
Yeah, I know, man. What happened, man? You said the guns wasn't loaded, man.
Come on, man.
I gotta go back. That's my cousin. I gotta go back. Come on, man. Come on. They took me back to the house, took me upstairs and put me in bed, under a bed. I fell asleep. The next thing I knew, the cops came. They arrested me for murder. I wanted to plead guilty. I told everybody I'd done it, you know. It was an accident. I was hoping to plead guilty to manslaughter when I went to court. My lawyer said no. But when I went to trial, I was found guilty of second-degree murder, and I received a life sentence. I just wish he was alive. I wish none of that never happened. You know, I really wish that. You know, I wish I could trade places with him, and that he could live, that I could die. I really mean that.
I can't breathe, I gotta get out. It's like being in the coffin. I've been here for 27 years. I'm going crazy.
How close I've come to the edge. I've been there. It's been a few nights I've been in my cell. It seems like the cell is coming in on you. It seems like the roof is caving in on you. You get scared, can't breathe.
I know what it feels like to be saved. And I never want to lose it. Never. I don't want to be in nobody's padded cell.
Shots, you okay, Shots?
Yeah, I'm all right, I'm cool.
Maintain, stay strong.
Yeah, you never know. I can't fight it all. It's coming back. The logical part is going insane. The illogical part is making all this seem okay.
Hold on.
If I ever get out of jail, I never want to go to a zoo. I don't want to see anything caged up.
Hold on.
People look at us like we're superhuman. To be told that you're never going home, that's tough.
Hold on.
Some people go to a visit and hang themselves. That's tough.
There's no cure for this, man, you know? I tie my shoes, untie my shoe. I walk to the window and breathe. Anxiety set in. The way I do it, I sing my way out of it.
Hold on to memory. See what tomorrow brings. Hold on to family. Hold on to dignity. Hold on to me. Hold on to sanity. It's been a mystery. Forget about yesterday. Hold on. My mind is here to stay. At night I pray. Hold on.
Death row. Wake up every night, screaming, holler, tears in my eyes. I hear a holler. God says me. Feels like 25,000 volts running through your body. But see, in the daytime, you wouldn't know anything is wrong. My hair's falling out, I have ulcers, and at night, when my mind is at ease, the madness makes me screaming in my sleep.
Over the years, I've seen men try all kinds of things to cope with prison life. I've seen people stabbed, cut their wrists, hang up. Men turn into mice, turn to other men, go to mental hospitals, or become so institutionalized that they no longer care about anything or ever wanting to go home. When you stop holding on, it's over.
Hold on to sanity. It's
These eyes have seen the Lord.
These eyes have seen despair.
These eyes have seen humanity at its worst.
These eyes have seen the good in people.
These eyes have looked into another's heart.
These eyes have seen me get old.
These eyes have seen wasted potential.
These eyes have received a lot of pain.
Will these eyes ever see the light of day?
Even though I had some hard times with my stepfather, I was happy most of the time growing up. I enjoyed singing, dancing, and playing ball. I had a way with the children. I got 21 nieces and nephews, and 9 of them are great nieces and nephews. I'm still the one who can always stop them from crying. I always wanted to be part of something. When I got to the age of 10 or 12, I belonged to a little gang out in Southwest Philly. I didn't initiate it, I allowed it to come to me. At the ages of 14 and 16, I changed. I started venturing off in not so good activity. I had my share of Mrs. Williams out the window. She stopped and looked with the phone she'd been down. There's something down here with these boys to get ready to get into something. One thing about me, I've done some wrongful things. I skipped this school, so I'm not hanging out today. I wanted to make money. I got caught up with my friends. Now I think that's where my trouble had started. I always was following someone else. I never learned how to read and write. They could just push us through the 9th and 10th grade, but I dropped out. At the age of 19, I was coming from a job interview, and I ran into 2 guys who was getting ready to do a robbery.
Check this out, Sam. This is what we need you to do. We can ready to rob this store, right? What we need you to do is go inside, put your hand in your coat, stand there. That's all you got to do. We take care of the rest.
Since I was tall, they was looking for a lookout man. One had a gun. They was on heroin. I never done this stuff. In the store, they got money off the guy, and the one guy said, "Let's go." I ran a half a block away. I heard a shot. I never even seen the man that got hit. I went down South Philly, and the cops were looking for one of my co-defendants, but not us. That Sunday afternoon, I came back and found out that the girl I was messing with was pregnant. I was so happy.
You're under arrest.
Next thing you knew,
Let's go.
the cops came. I had strength, but I didn't know what was coming. I never thought I would get life for my degree of participation. At the police station, someone had made a statement. I was illiterate and didn't understand. I've been down for 28 years.
The bus company. She was up there.
I went upgraded for it, and inside of it looked like it was 3 miles long, with 4 kids looking at you. I ran into a couple of my homies, they were shouting out. Yeah. What's up, who was you? Who was you? Oh, who was you? I got into fights. I wasn't taking anything from anyone. My first 5 or 7 years of my sentence, I had to adjust to a physical change. When to walk, when to talk, and when to eat, and when to sleep. Next, I had to deal with the mental and the spiritual time. 5 years into my sentence, they gave me an outside clearance. I was a trustee with no handcuffs, no shackles. Man, the jail looked like a college campus from the inside out, with a farm beside it. I seen ducks and cows and horses. Sometimes we should sit up on the hilltops and reminisce, and sometimes we cried. I used to cook for a lot of commissioners and different department heads. They used to have banquets. One day they invited the governor's wife, Jenny Thornburg, over, and I made a banana cream pie. She really enjoyed it. She asked my supervisor who made it. They said I did. I was a little nervous when I met her. She said, "Oh, the pie was real tasty." She wanted to take me home. And I said, "I do windows too." Right. Since being in here, I learned to hold on to family ties. In '93, my mother had passed away. She used to come visit me at least once a month for 19 years. We create our own wrongs. We learn from our own experiences. I'm sad, but that's part of the test and the struggle I have to overcome. The Creator does not put a burden on us that we cannot bear. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't ask for forgiveness. That's why I pray 5 times a day. I'll apologize to my family and those I have made a cause of harm to. I'm harder on myself. I remember the stages I was in. I was illiterate to life, and now I'm seasoned. I learned a lot about my obligations. I want to give back. I talk to people about the things that brought me here. I just want the opportunity to grow again. No one knows how much more time he has left on this earth. And I have already missed a generation of nieces and nephews. And now they are having babies. I want to be out there for the next generation.
Pictures mean a lot to us. You know, it means children growing up without fathers, being there with your children. It also means, it is a means of escaping. Picture me in the picture, to be a part of families, even though we're in the penitentiary.
My mom sent me a picture of Christmas one time. There's a whole lot of Christmas lights in it. Reindeer, Santa Claus. I even see my brothers in the picture, and I mentally put myself in the picture. I got up this morning, feeling fresh and free. My mind and my heart has left this penitentiary. All alone in myself, on my knees I pray. Just give us the strength to live another day. Picture you, picture you.
I haven't seen my daughter since I've been in prison. My daughter's 33 years old.
Me and my mother was very, very, very close.
I have a daughter that's 25, I had a son that's 25, and I have another daughter that's 23.
My youngest son, I've seen him 2 times in 32 years. So it took me about 10 years to realize that that I wasn't going to see my children.
At times she'd be in the kitchen cooking, and she could sometimes visualize me standing right there beside her.
They don't know me, and they're embarrassed that I'm here.
I spent a lot of time with my son the day before I went to court. And he was so young, he don't even remember it.
Me sitting in prison and looking at her, how beautiful she is, and knowing that she needs a father out there, it was like, what did I do?
You know, in times of need, you just can't be there. You can't reach out and help them or touch them. I mean, you can talk to them on the phone, but it's not the same thing.
About the gloom of our prison cells, no clanging of the gates, oh, no ringing of the bells. Our mind is at peace, just leave us alone and let us be. We want to go back home, oh mama. We're dying to be with you. We like to.
When they take my baby away, they take a part of my life.
I never see my son walk in my house again or walk down the street.
I goes in his room, I weeps and I pray.
I'm living life with my son. You know, and I tried to show him, I said, it may seem like I'm having fun out there because I can go out the door, because I'm living in hell too.
It used to always break my heart when, you know, we would get ready to go through the steel doors and everything to get in there where he was. And it would just break my heart to see him standing there. And then when it came time to leave, I didn't want to leave, but I knew I had to go. They weren't going to let me stay.
Seeing him sing, I was like joyful. I was so happy that I just couldn't keep the tears back. Yeah, to see him sing, it was like being home again.
I died to be with you. So many nights we dreamed about the way it used to be. Used to be free like thee on the street. Free like thee.
there's another bell for me. Freedom, momentarily.
Sometimes I think back to slavery and my ancestors being chained to a boat. I relate the devastation they went through to what it was like for me on death row. I was 19. I was sentenced by the state of Pennsylvania to die in the electric chair. 25,000 volts of electricity running through my body. Before killing me, I was to live in a single cage by myself for 47 and a half out of every 48 hours. This was the kind of isolation that could break a man. It almost drove me crazy. 20 years ago, there was a lot of injustice and turmoil in this country. Much of that spilled over into the prison system. They had me up in the mountains, west end of the state. The guards had beards and big bellies. Many of them came from white hate groups. It was a zoo up there. Guys throwing fists, banging their heads against the wall, yelling and screaming all night and day. The cells had mice and roaches.
Not tonight.
Come on, make me like
Not at all.
Here you go with that.
Got something for you.
Down there messing with T again.
That'll get
John. Why you spit my, they spit my food again?
Right. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Medication. Yeah, don't go on.
No, you ain't supposed to be handing out medication. You ain't supposed to be handing out medication.
It's a miserable joke, man. Miserable. 25,000 volts,
I got a
baby.
pill. I got a pill. 25,000
That's
volts.
right. Stick up for yourself, T.
Yard, man.
Okay, nah. They burnt me yesterday.
Shaq in the yard.
Shaq was showing stuff.
Go on the yard, officer.
They putting shackles on T, man.
Come on out. Yeah. I'm gonna let him out. Let him out.
Get him off.